Hello, ActiveSage here on the Sage channel, and I have a bit of a light show for you today. Now, to facilitate this light show, I've installed a custom skybox called the Pitch Black Skybox, which basically makes it so that the only lights that show up are the lights you've put in. There's no ambient lighting, there's no sun, none of that. There should be a download link for the skybox if you want to go ahead and install it yourself into the description down below. But anyway, let's get on and begin moving forward. And I love this skybox because it makes things so beautifully atmospheric. It sometimes gives you a bit of trouble with such things as the spotlights above, but overall, it makes for some beautiful things, or should at least make some beautiful things possible. Now, in front of me here, if I press tab and turn on my UI, you can see we have these different buttons that I've named and then set them to show up on HUD. And of course, I have an antenna on this ship to allow me to see them. And this is actually a small ship in front of us. This is our light display. But to really enjoy this lighting display, we're going to first off have to disable those big lights up there, and you see it becomes very dark. Now, the first thing we're going to do is actually turn on the lights of the light display. It's going to get a bit, how do you say, laggy. So let's turn those on. You can see our beautiful light display. If we don't move, it sort of stays. If we keep moving, it gets a bit glitchy there. It's actually a very beautiful display on its own. But now we're going to go ahead and turn on these rotors. And things start getting more and more interesting. Look at that. And now we're going to go ahead and reverse these pistons, shall we? I love it. It's mesmerizing. Now I'm actually going to go ahead and reverse the direction of these rotors now. So they should stop and turn around. Very cool. It's a little hard to see because, of course, I have to look down and press the button. Pretty awesome. Let's go ahead and call the pistons down here again. See them hover down. And now what I'm actually going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and up the speed of these pistons. So that when they go up, they'll go up a little bit quicker. And they had a bit of a bounce there when they came down. So let's go ahead and use this control panel in the middle. Press K, select the pistons. Now we're going to tell you to move, instead of 0.5, let's go with a 2 point something. There we go. That looks good. So now let's tell those pistons to go up. Ooh, and you can see here's some damage. I think the controls might have broken free from the ground because they were held there with some stuff. And now you can see everything. Oh, now that is a much more beautiful light show, isn't it? With all these things wiggling and wobbling. Yes, much better. And of course, we could tell them to go back down now. That would create some interesting effects in its own right. So let's find the control panel now. I'm getting a bit of slowdown as well as lag, of course. And let's go ahead and press this button one last time. Boop. Oh, and now you can see because the panel is free, the whole thing was pulled down with it. Oh, what an insane light show. And now, of course, the whole thing is beginning to tilt and twist in this large chamber. Fairly odd on its own right. And now, actually, I think what I'll go ahead and do is tell these to expand one more time. They're sort of like, I don't know, it's like walking in some big alien forest. You could almost imagine there are bugs up there above and not actually spitting lights. Like, these are gigantic mushrooms, and there's just colorful bugs buzzing around on the top of them. And now with this thing rotated, when I tell these to expand, they're actually going to hit the wall, maybe even go through the openings that we came through earlier. Let's go ahead and press this one last time. Come on, get over here. And press. Ooh! Yep, they did some interestingness. Oh, oh, it's almost scary. If you could imagine they were all red or something. Oh, that would be quite a twisted sight, wouldn't it? Let's actually go ahead and fly through this door over here. Actually, it looks like... a few of them have actually managed to go through here and out into this opening over here. That's a pretty amazing sight, isn't it? Such a confusing thing almost. It does look so alien. It's not exactly like an alien life form per se, but some sort of alien plant life or something. I love it. Let's go ahead and make these all red now. Or maybe another color. Let's find the control panel first. Luckily it has those lights on it so we can see it. Let's get up to it if we can here. And let's go ahead and set these all to color right here. Press K. We'll select all of the lights, and let's go ahead and make you all a bit red. There we go. So now this is probably... yeah, I'd say that's much more ominous. Now it looks like they're almost inside a body, like they're red blood cells or something strange. Let's go ahead and retract these again. Oh, there we go. That's a strange sight, isn't it? Oh, and you can see that one tendril there got whipped all the way around back out through that doorway. Oh, now that is a very, very strange thing to see. I'm amazed that these are not shattering into pieces more frequently. I see one is definitely broken there at the left. Oh, that is very, very strange looking. If we were to fly out these doors now and go farther away, I bet you the sight we would see would be very, very odd now. As I hit a wall as I attempt to get through here. Let's buzz farther away. Look at it. It's like a maelstrom or something, like a big red storm. Look at that. God, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. You can imagine they're all drones or weird little aliens or something buzzing about in there in their big old storm, or a fusion reactor or some sort of reactor with its energy flowing everywhere. And I love this little one somehow getting out here like, I'm free! Let's go ahead and, I think I just retracted these? Yes, I did. So let's expand them again. That one that's through the door will most definitely be buzzing out now. God, I love the sight of this. The frame rate is, of course, appalling, but it is still very, very interesting. It looks like this thing almost hit a wall. If we lose this control panel, that's going to have to be it. Let's go ahead and tell these to expand again right now. There we go. Oh, there's a fair few explosions that time. And now look at that confusing mess as they whip around each other and try to combine almost. And they're actually lighting up a huge amount of the room now because they're spreading and being flung about. Oh, very, very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. I actually prefer this to the colorful show. It's much more interesting. I love that. And of course, if we don't get hit by this one and manage to buzz around this way, we should be able to get through one of these slits again. And I think a few of these are out here now. Oh, they went up. Yeah, there they are. They did make it through. Two of them, actually. There's a third one that almost made it out. There's another one that's broken there. It actually looks like, if you look at the sidewalls there, it actually almost looks like we're underwater. Like it's ripples or something. It's very interesting. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Anyway, I think the one last thing to do would actually be to set these things to their maximum speed. And if I do that... it's almost like it was trying to hypnotize me. If I do that... Wow, there's a fair few holes here. I should be able to then... Well, these will probably almost surely break then. But it should be interesting to see. God, look at that sight! You could almost use that as a desktop background. Anyway, where's that control panel gone? There it is. Oh, and yeah, we did lose a button if you look at the far left one there. So, anyway, let's go ahead and click on U, set the speed of these all the way to max. So, pistons, yes. And now we can go ahead and press that button and they will very quickly do their job. And probably break into a billion pieces. There it goes. As they're all pulled in very quickly. This whiplash from them hitting. You see some sparks on the left side there. Frame rate has dropped a lot. I'm sorry for that. Oh, wow. Look at that confusing mess. It's so beautiful! I'm amazed that more of these are not broken. Ah, it's awesome. Okay, let's go ahead and expand them again. Ready for this? I'm almost positive they're all going to break, and of course this panel is going to go shooting downwards when I press this. These, of course, are going to be expanding. At least that's my belief. And press! Oh boy, the panel apparently hit the ground. The whole thing that they're all on hit the ground and then bounced back upwards. Oh my god, it's so beautiful! It's just like they're dancing in the dark. I love the silhouettes of each of the pistons just reaching out and moving about. I love how it all looks like it's alive almost. And especially from this angle, like you could imagine that these pistons went down forever into just the darkness. Some great beast reaching up, attempting to find something. Oh, and from here it's almost as if there is a great beast behind a cage just reaching out and attempting to get at the world beyond. Locked away in the dark, though. And capable of getting at you. It's an incredible sight.